Hello, folks. Welcome to Sailing Vessel Ruby and the Adventures of Captain Bill.
Angelica, hello.
Thank you for watching today. In today's episode, we're highlighting the whole month of February. Sailing Vessel Ruby's wet winter storage in the Winthrop Yacht Club in the marina for the month of February. Februarys are never easy. They're the harshest month of winter here in New England. So we're going to highlight that. We hope you enjoy it. There's wind, there's snow, there's cold. That's what you'll be watching and seeing how Ruby fares through that.
And it's still cold.
And it's still cold. It's a little past February here in our lead-in. The videos and the photos from our February episode you're about to watch, obviously, is from February. Thanks again for watching. Hang in there. Watch until the end, please.
All right, folks. If you follow our videos, especially our most recent winter one, you're familiar with this walk at the Winthrop Yacht Club. It's a weekend, it's a Sunday. And I'm here not only to enjoy the club itself, but always to come down and check on Ruby and my neighbor's boats, make sure everything's okay. I got some emails from the winter wet storage people over the past few days. Some people have been down here and checked on the boat, their boats, and they check on their neighbors' boats. And the report was good. The report was no problems, nothing going on. Everybody's boat looks good. Everybody seems to be tied up well. Again, there's some ice forming right here. Not too alarming, only because we got a warm-up coming. It's early February. It's kind of too early to expect a big warm-up. Forecast 3 days this week with temperatures expected to rise around 40, low 40s, mid 40s, about 3 times this week. And other cold days, it's going to be up and down. It's February. We certainly don't expect 40s in February, so that's actually unusually warm, and that's a welcome occurrence. See, there's some ice around. Not enough to say, okay, we got a problem. If we were seeing that with a forecast of 0-degree temperatures at night, single digits, teens, and 20s during the day, that would be concerning, but not with the warmer temperatures coming. And we certainly got to get through three to 4 weeks. We got to get through a majority of February to anticipate some warming. I'm sure you've heard the rhyme, March comes in like a lion, goes out like a lamb. So obviously that means, the beginning of March, it's a transitional month. The beginning of March could very easily be rough, cold. So you got some ice hanging off the transom there, not a big issue. That could be melting snow coming off the back of the boat, through the scuppers maybe, and because it's fresh water, it's freezing a little easier, a little faster than salt water would. Don't want scuppers getting solidly full with ice because we had rain, a lot of rain. That would be a problem, but again, that doesn't seem to be the issue. Here we go, my power cord. It's on the deck where it was in a previous video, previous visit to Ruby. That connector was in the water. That hose stand that I'm using to hold the excess power cord kind of slanted down. The wire fell. The connector was in the water. Not what we want. Other than paying attention to this video and make sure I'm explaining everything well to you folks, I got to make sure that I'm paying attention to what I'm looking at. Looking for things that are not not immediately apparent. These dock lines individually are a little beat up. They're certainly at the end of their lifespan. Either one of those alone would not be good, but as they're doubled up, so I feel confident that they'll get me through the rest of the season, and I'll be replacing them. Now, that is not, I don't know what that is. It looks like a dead bird. And that's concerning because that would mean bird flu, which is going around. Is that a bird? It's floating this way. I think I'm going to find out in a minute or two. We'll take a walk and come back. So I'll walk around. Check the neighbors' boats. Happiness is. This is not my happiness at the moment, I tell you. If you follow along, you know I'm a warm weather person. Now you look out there, that's all ice. You know, a skim of ice over that direction. So again, not a concern because it's going to warm up, but something to pay attention to. Here is a kayak paddle. Somebody must have found that floating around and put it on the dock. I'll bring that up with me and get a little closer to the building. Maybe I'll put it with the other kayaks. Somebody will end up with a free kayak paddle, or maybe it'll find its original owner. That would be nice. I'm gonna walk out here carefully. Hopefully those birds aren't sick. See the ice? See the edges there a little better maybe in this video. Maybe it's not as apparent as with the naked eye, but there is ice out there. Those birds are not ill. It is 25 degrees out. Just pulled up, parked out in front, and the thermometer, the outdoor thermometer in the car is pretty accurate. I've always compared it to, you drive by Banks or wherever we get the weather forecast. It seems to be very close, matches it pretty well. So it's pretty accurate. So it's 25 degrees. Sailboat out there, almost the only boat out here this winter, all winter. I am not a proponent of doing that. There's a lot of risk in that. It doesn't freeze as much, but certainly get more wind. More wind in winter than we do most of the year. Stronger storms. And when they come, it's just harder to respond to something that happens, right? A boat has difficulty on a mooring in summer. Okay, there's people around, harbor masters around, sea tows around. This time of year, what happens? I don't know. Coast Guard, harbor master, whatever, they can get out there and do something. It's a little more challenging for everybody to be able to do that. All right. I'm gonna head back in here in this direction. February 2nd and the Christmas tree is gone. That's a good thing. Our members, our volunteers are staying on top of things, doing a good job, taking care of stuff, not leaving things like Christmas decorations, Christmas trees out longer than they should be. Thank you to them. Look at the city. Too many gray days. Be nice to feel some warm sun. To give you another perspective of where we are. If I zoom all the way in, you see in the distance there, that's the LNG storage tank along Galvin Boulevard or Morrissey Boulevard, wherever it is, Dorchester. That building there with the two peaks on either end. That's UMass Boston with the JFK Library right next to it. You see it's a black building with one side of kind of white there, right next to that piling. So straight across is Quincy. So that's where Winthrop is. Thank you for watching today. Boy, winter will not let go. It's still February. We're at the Yacht Club today, Monday, February 17th. It's President's Day. We're here because there are severe winds, gale force winds blowing, and it is rough out there. I went out, I couldn't get to the boat. You look over our shoulders there, you'll see that the main piers are covered in snow. We had a snowstorm over the weekend. The wind is blowing hard, the docks are moving, so the wind will blow you over, the moving docks can blow you over. It's not safe to be out there. But anyways, we have got full-blown cabin fever. This time of year in New England, you can't wait for winter to be over, and today's a very good example of it.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please watch it to the end.
How you doing, folks? It's Monday, February 17th, and I'm at the yacht club going to check on Ruby. It is extreme winds today. There were supposed to be gusts up near 60 miles an hour. I know that there has already been a gust of 48 miles an hour at Logan Airport, which is visible from here. It's very close. So I'm going to walk down the marina. It certainly isn't safe, so I'm not going to be stupid about it. It's unsafe to get very close down on the docks. There's still snow down on the docks, down in the piers along the boats. The walking area up on top of the main pier has been shoveled, so I'll be able to get there. I'll turn this around. Probably not hearing me well. I'll turn this phone around, try to capture as much of the action as I can. All right, here I go. Whoa, not easy to open the door. You can hear it, and I can feel it. Oh. I'm sure you can hear that wind. It looks rough, folks. It's looking rough. Oh yeah. So it's kind of high tide. Yeah, this is pretty rough. Pretty rough. The wind is almost blowing the phone out of my hand. The whole marina is shaking. It's not safe. I want to get as close as I can while being safe. Oh yeah, that's rough. That's really rough way out the end there. The D's, Tabasco, the bow is coming way over. Maybe you've got a long length there. I don't know. I mean, you can't get out there, so we have to kind of accept what's going to happen today, and come back tomorrow or another day if there's any issues.
trying to cover the phone to block the wind noise. It's even gotten rougher now. We're on our way home. Not a lot we could do. So this body of water here, Winthrop Harbor, it's not a long harbor, so there's not a big fetch. Fetch meaning a long distance where waves can build up. Regardless of that, it's happening anyways. For a pretty calm harbor, that's pretty choppy. Let's see if I can give you any. See those boats moving out there. Man, that's cold. It does not take long to get frostbite in weather like this. Stand over here where I get protected, wind protected by the building. Kind of reach out here. Show you. You go to the other side. Get a little more wind protection here. The video does the wind and the waves justice, folks. It's always more dramatic, more impressive in person.
All right, folks, welcome back. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you were watching it someplace warm, even better, someplace really warm like the Caribbean or Florida or at a beach or near the beach, near a warm ocean, because we certainly won't. Hopefully this is our last winter in New England. We say that every winter. We've been saying that every winter for quite a while.
Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
All right, folks. Enjoy. Thank you for watching. Stay open for our next videos, okay?
Obrigado de nada.
Bye-bye. Ciao.
Thank you.